morning, and one of the things that I'm just covering up this. I don't know about you guys, but this like constantly evaluating myself based on what other people are, how they're responding to me in the context of these sorts of things. I don't think it's good. So I don't cooperate with that. To link back to the conversation I had this morning, but another thing about that conversation um, was, and by the way, if you're interested in participating in a really cool set of conversations, you can go to the International Narrative Action Collab website, which is the International Narrative Action Collab.org, and check this out. But one of the things that came up that I thought was really great has to do with this notion of play and taking up a position of play in the context of my life right now is really useful because ultimately, what we kind of got to was not play in the context necessarily specifically of games, but just play in the context of allowing for messiness and allowing for non stereotypical productivity, and how that interlinks with notions of curiosity and creates all kinds of possibilities that wouldn't otherwise exist. And so play is kind of an evolving, continual opening of possibilities, as opposed to coming back to a this is a that and the sort of the naming kind of stuff that I can certainly get involved in, invited into, and finding a way. One of the things that I'm thinking about for myself is finding a way to perpetually allow and to perpetually be open. And another one of the folks in the conversation brought up some really cool ways that sort of being in the moment, notions of real time, interlace with that in really cool and useful ways, as we kind of I would very confidently say that it's way easier for me to be paying attention to when certain invitations to act in certain ways are completely inconsistent with my intentions if I'm in the moment that I'm in. And so then that value starts kind of wraps back within itself and creates all kinds of other possibilities. So yeah, so this notion of taking up a position of play, in that it moves us away from all kinds of constraining notions that limit what's possible, and that it's not a requirement, and that we can do this, and it's a cool thing that I'm really excited to be taking up more and more. So anyway, something to think about for this Possibility Friday. Once again, this is What's Next with Dr. Joel. It's a little, well, it looks like it's clearing up here in northeastern United States. It's a little cloudy this morning, but the sun's coming out, and so who knows what's going to happen next. And that's kind of the theme of my life and these little thingies that I do. And but I will be back tomorrow to talk about some kind of knowledge related thing. Not sure what that's going to be, and if you want to know, you're going to have to tune in then. Hope you're having a great day. And if you're interested, I am going to be doing a music live stream at 5 o'clock Eastern time today. And if I see you then, I see you then. If I don't, I'll be talking to you tomorrow.